We go all the way back to February the 11th of the year 2023 when the Nashville Predators were in Philadelphia to take on the Flyers in a Saturday afternoon game. John Hines deploys his lines in the following way: Forsberg, Glass, and Duchesne, Niederreiter, Johansson, and Granlund. And listen up for this line combination: Trenin, Sissons, and Jeannot. The Herd line reassembled for the first time in quite some time. Smith, Parson, and Jankowski make up your fourth line, so Jankowski getting back into the lineup. McDonough and Yossi, Ekholm and Luzon, Gravel and Fabro make up your defensive pairings. UC Saros gets the starting net for the Nashville Predators. 27 seconds into the first period in Philadelphia, Ekholm's got the first shot of the game. It's stopped by Hart. 1:46 into the first period, Saros gets his first save of the game. That comes on Farabee. We go all the way to 7:34 of the first period. That's where Jankowski hits the post off of the rush. 10:17 of the first. Yossi breaks up a 2-on-1, intercepted the pass attempt across the middle of the slot. An incredible breakup right here, and he did it in an incredibly smooth way and looked damn good while he was doing it. 10:24 of the first period, UC Saros comes up with a save on Hayes plus Konecny's follow-up. 14:21, Hart comes up with a save on Ekholm's wrist shot. First shot on goal by the Nashville Predators in 11-plus minutes. Now, coming off the Vegas game, it's not exactly what you wanted to see, going 11 minutes without a shot on goal, but that's exactly what the Nashville Predators have done here in the first period. 15:55, the first Saros comes up with a save on Tippett. He was all alone in front and then got his own rebound for the follow-up opportunity. 18:04 of the first. Hart comes up with a save on Trenin at close range off of the rush. 19:40, Van Riemsdyk hits the post. Saros has to scramble, and he's able to keep the rebound out of the net. 19:55 of the first period, Philip Forsberg is hit by Ristolainen in the corner. He leaves the game injured. The hit looked to be clean. Philip Forsberg, though, was clearly very much not feeling good. He left the game immediately. No word on the injury, no timetable for his return. He would not return to this game. We know that for sure. This hit will be talked about and analyzed for some time to come. We hit the end of the first period, and words are being exchanged quite a bit here at the end of the first period. The teams come together, but then they separate and go to the locker room. Philadelphia outshoots Nashville in the first period, 7-5. 13 seconds into the second period, and teams have not forgotten the words that were exchanged at the end of the first. It's Jeannot and Delorier, 5 minutes each for fighting. It was a good long scrap. It ended in a draw, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot more of it. 1:43 into the second period, Niederreiter fired up by that fight, bringing the Jam his 14th goal of the season, gets a perfect deflection off of Matt Duchene's feet at the top of the crease, giving the Preds a 1-0 lead in Philadelphia. 2:23 into the second period, Saros comes up with a save on Konecny. 5:02, York's off the box, 2 minutes for holding on Cole Smith. This power play never got organized, and nothing more to report on that. 8:49 of the second, Hart comes up with a save on Niederreiter at 10:40 of the second period. Hayes, his 17th goal of the season, comes off of the breakaway. Patience to outweight UC Saros. Typically, that type of move doesn't work on UC Saros, but it did. It was a sweet score right here for Philadelphia. Really impressive breakaway goal by Hayes. It was a turnover that was caused by Philadelphia's physical play in the neutral zone that started everything. 11:03 of the second period, UC Saros comes up with a save on Delorier. 12:48 of the second period, Parsonen and Farabee get into a scrap. They're off to the box. 5 minutes each. 14:59, Saros comes up with a save on Braun, and physical play all over the ice for the final 5 minutes of the second period. At the conclusion of the second period, we have a tie game at 1 apiece. Philadelphia is out shooting Nashville 17-14 for the game. So the Preds generate 11 shots on net after only having 5 in the first period. 1:16 of the third period, Ekholm hits the post. 1:42 into the third period, Tippett hits the post. So back-to-back off the iron. 2:38 now. Hart comes up with a save on Fabro. 2:45, Hart a save on Jeannot. 4:21, Hart a save on Parsonen at the top of the crease. In 7:57, Hart continues to work, coming up with a save on Yossi. The Nashville Predators controlling and dominating for quite some time. Then at 8:50, Jankowski hits the post again, second time this game. It's really tight out there, but the Preds are controlling the play and getting most of the zone time here in the third period. We go all the way to 14:39 of the third period. Hart comes up with a save on Luzon plus Cole Smith's follow-up. 15:21. UC Saros now has to go to work, coming up with a save on Hayes' second breakaway of the game. This time, the glove for UC Saros is able to stop Hayes. 15:51, Saros a save on York. 17:11, Saros a save Tavon Hayes from the slot, and then the two teams would play even up. A lot of back and forth between the faceoff dots for the final 2+ minutes. We would hit the end of regulation tied at 1 apiece. Philadelphia and Nashville each with 24 shots on goal. We dropped the puck in the 3-on-3 overtime, and immediately, 34 seconds in, it's Matt Duchene winning this game for the Nashville Predators. His 16th goal of the season comes as Ryan Johansson enters the zone, gives a nice drop pass. Matt Duchene with a sick wrist shot beats Hart, and the Nashville Predators come away with the victory 2-1 in overtime. The Nashville Predators get one shot in overtime. Philadelphia doesn't get any, so the Preds end up out shooting Philadelphia 25-24 for the game and getting a huge 2 points. Obviously, with the rest of the Central Division playing later in the day and all of the teams in direct competition with the Nashville Predators in the middle of the division all securing victories, these 2 points and this extra point in the overtime session became incredibly important. The Preds go into Philadelphia and beat a 7th place team. Now they'll have another 7th place team on Monday night when they get to face off against the Arizona Coyotes. The Nashville Predators need to pick up these next 2 points. They picked up the first 2 points out of this back-to-back 7th place matchups. Now they have 2 more critical points on the line. They've beaten Arizona once this year already. They're going to have to beat them again, and then 2 more times probably before the end of this season. Arizona could be the key points between the Nashville Predators making and not making the playoffs. Monday night's game is not just 5th place versus 7th place. It's the Nashville Predators' playoff future. If they have any hopes of making it, they need to pick up the points against teams below them in the standings. And 3 games against Arizona is the perfect place to pick up the 6 points you're behind the pace from last season. That's the Reverse Sports Full Game Recap. The Renegades of Puck are in the trench next. Full game analysis, box score, stats, opinions, all of it coming up next.